The question for today is, three blocks are connected as shown on a horizontal frictional surface. This is the surface, and pulled to the right with the force F1 equal to 12 Newton. We have to find the value of the forces F2 and F3. So as you can see, the masses of the bodies are M1, M2, M3, which are respectively 1 kg, 2 kg and 3 kg. So here let's first write the given quantities. Let's write the masses here. So the given quantities will be, so first mass which is M1, that's equal to 1 kg. Second mass which is M2, that will be equal to 2 kg, and the third mass that is M3 is equal to 3 kg. And we know one of the forces F1, so one force that we know F1 is equal to, it is 12 Newton, and we want to know the other forces. So it is the second force F2 equal to what, and the third force which is F3, that also is equal to what. As you can see from the setup here, this F1 is responsible for the movement of all these three masses. So that's why F1 causes the acceleration of all of them. So if I have an acceleration here, so if I assume that let A equal to acceleration of all bodies, so that means all the masses will have same acceleration. So what F1 is doing is, F1 is responsible for the acceleration of all the three masses. So that's why F1 should be equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3 and then A. So we must have this A should be equal to F1 by M1 plus M2 plus M3, which will be equal to, it is 12. So it is 1 plus 2 plus 3. So that's equal to 12 by 6 equal to 2 meter per second square. So the acceleration of the whole system is 2 meter per second square. So this body, all of them will accelerate at the same rate. Now let's consider F2. F2 is responsible for the acceleration of these two bodies. So that's why we must have F2 should be equal to M1 plus M2 and then A. Since F2 is responsible for the acceleration of 1 and 2, we must have this relation. So it will give us, so M1 is 1 plus 2 and this A is equal to 2. So that's equal to 1 plus 2, 3 into 2, it is 6 Newton. So the tension force here, this F2 is equal to 6 Newton. Again, this F3 is responsible for the acceleration of this thing. So that's why we must have F3 should be equal to M1 into A. That's equal to 1 into 2 equal to 2 Newton. So as you can see from here, the force here is smaller, this is medium and this is bigger. So as we go on adding the masses here, the string or the rope that is used to pull the body should be able to withstand larger and larger forces, because the forces there will be bigger and bigger, because they have to pull all the others. It has to pull only one, it has to pull two of them, it has to pull three of them, the other will have to pull even larger number of bodies. So that's why the forces are larger and the strings or ropes should be able to withstand such type of force.